Tara joining us right now. I've got to get set up for you, girl. And I'm sorry we're running late, but like we had tech problems earlier.
I know. You know, it is a little bit.
My oven failed.
Are you guys hearing echoes? The people that are listening?
No.
I've been hearing echoes, but I don't know. Can you hear? No, sounds good. Okay, awesome.
Oh.
Great. Okay. Yay.
Okay, I've got a project box set aside for you. Let me grab a few 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Where's my project box for you? Oh my God, your project box is huge.
Sorry. So big.
Look at this.
So we're gonna do a mosaic tile project, and I actually did one, a huge one in my kitchen, and it's my island, and it looks awesome. And maybe if we have a few minutes, I'll bring you downstairs and we can go take a look at it real quick. But I've got these little found these at a craft store, and they're nice and thin, and that's what I kind of like about it, because with the tiles and such, hang them on the wall, it can be quite heavy with the, you know, the grout and the thick wood or whatever. But if you have a thicker one, I had another idea.
Mine's thick.
Yeah, you can make it like a trivet or something like that, so that you can put something hot on top of it.
Okay.
But you can also still hang.
What I can do is a sneaky thing. Sometimes I do with projects is I'll like leave a couple sort of off or like glue dot it or something so that I can screw right through it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like fake it a little bit.
And that's what I did with my kitchen island. I left a couple little holes so that I could screw it in so that it doesn't like fall on my kitchen floor and like burst.
Cool. Okay, so Tara Dara Made It.com, and like all kinds of other things. I don't even think you sleep, because like constantly you're posting projects on Twitter and Instagram. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. You're like, I finished painting my bathroom. I'm like, what is happening? Like the inspiration just like sort of moves you. And you're also a part of like the National Sewing Circle.
Yeah, I do some
like Goodwill, up, down, left, sideways. You're always shopping and getting good finds there, and at Restore, Habitat for Humanity. Yeah, so I'm so glad that you're here, because I crush on you all the time, and you know that, so I don't have to tell you, but everybody else, I totally crush on Tara Dara. So I brought the hammer so I could smash some stuff.
Awesome. So do you got some tile?
I have tile. So I've got pretty tile, and then I also have, you know, like little bit. But what I really wanted to do with you was, okay, so I have this Buddha that's broken. Do you see it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I was painting it for a project, and so my son smashed him to bits. So I didn't feel like that it would be good mojo to throw it away. I've been saving it for something. So I thought Buddha could be really cool as a mosaic. No?
Yeah, you know, it made me think of, I've got this, we went to Disney World last year, and I got this beautiful Christmas ornament. Hang on a second. And it did the same thing. Just a sec. Sorry.
But that's the thing about stuff, is that like you know, something breaks, it's just an opportunity to create new life with it. It's kind of how I think. Like, okay, so it doesn't work as it was designed, or it's going to be really hard to make it be what it was. Right. But let's just see what else we could make with that. So,
see, that's an ear. Yeah. And yeah, so heartbroken. These suckers are $20, man.
Oh yeah, that's something I wouldn't throw away. My husband would call me a hoarder because I would say, "But I have an idea for it, though, and it's a really good idea."
Inspiration will spark one time, and it'll explode, and then you'll be good to go. So, all right.
What I'm doing right now is I'm mixing up some. What is it called?
You got is it adhesive? Grout. Okay.
Yeah. Mixing up some grout in advance, so it's like ready to go for when we're ready for it to go.
Right.
So, Yeah. So what do you think I should do? I mean, do you think the Buddha is a good idea?
Yeah, you could even do it.
Blue tiles too. That would be like a good, with the white and the gold.
Mm-hmm. You could even use the Buddha upside down, and if you're going to use it, like put it on the wall or something, you could put like a little plant in it or something, or you could put like coins or whatever, hide something in there, and yeah, just use his belly as a little holder.
I do. I have a Buddha that I painted. It's a that I rub his belly almost every day for good luck, and he's pointed at my front door. So,
rub that Buddha too.
Yeah, rub the Buddha belly. It actually just makes me smile to rub the Buddha's belly. I also have this I brought too because this is a nightlight, and I think it's super cute. But the elephant no longer has a nose. Poor elephant. So sad.
But color.
I like the color too. Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah. So you can use like all kinds of. I mean, I've got like bins of like tile bin. I've got.
Oh wow, that is a fun place to play right there.
And then more beads, and then this is actually my smashed tile box colors, and so I got all of those from Goodwill actually. So I just I don't buy anything brand new as far as like this kind of stuff because I know that I'm just going to smash it. So, but when you're smashing tile, you want to make sure to have eye protection, of course.
Yes.
And then also, I usually put it in a towel or you got it.
Yeah.
And go to town. And don't let your 7-year-old help, or you can, but just don't put your fingers under the hammer because that hurts.
Oh, I can imagine once they get excited, it's like a video game. I haven't ever done tile smashing with the kids before, but yes, I can imagine it could get really out of hand. I'm excited. This is awesome.
The kids, but just know that the hammer's going to be flying.
Well, I think that's with anyone who hasn't done a lot of DIY before is understanding that, stuff happens and, consequences, and you shouldn't wear flip-flops when you're doing projects because you never know what might happen. It's insane.
Right.
Okay. So, I don't have the right thing to adhere my Buddha on my board. I don't think I've ever said that before. Adhere my Buddha on my board. But I have this Gorilla Tape, and I was wondering if I could use that to just affix everything on.
What's that?
Gorilla Tape.
Oh, try it. You're not going to see
what happens.
Yeah, because it's going to be grouted, right?
Yeah, I figure it's going to be grouted, and if it doesn't work, I'll know. And then if it does work, high fives that it does work. It's not one of the recommended uses for Gorilla Tape.
So you can get tile adhesive. I actually got this at a store. Sorry, it's actually, can you see it? Mosaic tile adhesive. So you could use regular glue, but I wanted to get this so that you could see that there is actual stuff. If you're like a complete rule follower and you want to do, then it's totally fine. And I use my 50% off coupon too, so I got it for next to nothing. So
here's the thing about rule followers, Tara, is that I don't imagine that a lot of the women who are joining me today on DIYCon on Blab are necessarily in that category, because you gotta sort of do your own thing sometimes when you're a creative person and see what happens. But I know that for my family, I come from a family of accountants and lawyers. They're rule followers. They would like to have instructions.
Right.
There's got to be someone to come up with the instructions, right?
Yeah. When I'm doing my breakout for National Sewing Circle, when they want the lowdown on what I'm going to be doing, I'm like, gosh, I don't know. So I have to write it out. And I'm like, I'll write it out, but I know for a fact that this is not going to be the way that it's going to actually flow. But I will give it to you. And so just because it's a formality, right? And yeah, so the producer wants to have it, and it's totally completely fine. But you just kind of you roll with it, you go with it. And myself, I usually am a rule follower. But when it comes to DIY, I stuff that I do, I think, oh man, if somebody could see me now, I don't want my kids to watch me look at these bad habits and whatever. So, but
you have to learn somehow, and I tried every, like I was a let's see what could happen child.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Watch this, Mom.
So here I am with the Gorilla Tape and seeing if I can glue tile to it. I don't know. We'll see if it works.
There you go. Yeah. So yeah. So what you're gonna do? So I've already this stuff is all glued on. So I just bought these tiles also from a craft store. They come in packages, and so for those that are looking for something kind of quick, you can totally use these. And I really like the I really like these tiles actually. Just the different colors and the shininess. You can't really see it, but anyway, so what you want to do is definitely lay it out so that you kind of have an idea of how you want things to look before you glue it. And the glue, it does set, or this, your tape, it does set, but is that a hand?
Yeah, it's a hand.
Put it up like this so you can like high five, like rub the belly and then high five it.
Oh my gosh, I can put Buddha's hand on his own belly.
Ooh, boom.
I don't know. Is that weird? That could be weird. I'll think about that for a second. Here's Buddha's face.
Oh, there you
go.
So
laying it out in advance is a very smart thing to do. I am not doing that because I am terrible at following rules. So
perfect.
I'm gonna put myself in a corner because that's what happens when. That's the problem, is making sure it all fits. If you don't lay it out or dry set it first, then you'll get to a place and you'll be like, oh no, it doesn't, there's nothing that'll go there. So.
Right. So yeah. So if you're, if you want to do it, if not a big deal. So, but that is what I did. And so I knew that I needed tiles. So I did that. And I bought a bunch of different pieces of wood. And I mean, you can use MDF. You can use, what kind of wood do you have there?
It's primed, finger jointed pine.
Oh, okay. Well, you can use any kind of wood.
We just use this to do projects. It's like cut off from, it's my newly minted cutoff bin in my little shop downstairs. So it's something fancy cutoff.
Use a whole bunch of different stuff that you've had in your closet, in your in your garage, whatever, bust all that stuff up and go for it. So, or like your grandma's old teacups that may have broken. Yeah. I made this one project for a couple of teachers, and I used a cup that had broken in half. Somebody had sent me a cup. And it broke in half. I'm like, gosh, that's really kind of a bummer. So, but I put it like what you're doing with the Buddha's belly, and I tiled around it, and they could use it as a wall hanging.
Exactly what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the Buddha, and then I'm going to break up these tiles, and then put the little scraps in between. I think it could be quite beautiful.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm very excited, actually.
I like that a lot.
What's that?
I like that a lot, the tape that you're using.
So far, I'm very happy. It's hard to get the back off of it, which means that it's really good tape.
Right?
Yeah. So that makes me happy. Don't use double-sided like Scotch tape for this. The kind you do your wrapping with, because that will not stick. This is actually like super duper Gorilla Tape stuff that is like, it's like rubber tape basically, I guess would be the material I would describe it as. So I'm gonna smash this tile. What do you think?
It's gonna get loud, folks.
It's gonna get loud. It's gonna get crazy. I wonder what's gonna spill when I do this. What do I have? I have everything on my table right now. It's insane. So let me step back and put it on something, maybe? Let's see. I can't do it really hard unless I move it to, I'm gonna have to move it to the floor, but I want everyone to see me smash. So can you come with me? Hey, boot cam.
Nice boots.
Thank you. They are cat work boots. They're like my favorite job site kind of boots. Okay, let me see. Let's smash it. So here I am, like, not wanting to make a super duper mess, but you see that?
Boom.
Look what we have, guys. We have a big pile of tile. Okay, so I have to do another one. Let's do another one.
White one?
Can you like tile smashing? So making a tile mosaic is actually therapeutic in a way.
Absolutely. And I like doing this with my boys. You know, they can create what they want. It's great craft kids.
Yeah, it's
a gift for like, you know, a teacher's gift, or, you know, to, you know, your parent or for your mom.
And especially for like something that's broken that would had meaning to you, and you feel like really super sad when it's broken.
Right.
And being able to make something out of it, or using bits and pieces from lots of things that you have treasured over the years.
And it's good to see it. Not in a box, on a shelf.
Yeah.
Because it's broken.
You know how many people have like those boxes of those memory boxes, and how often do you take them out to look at them?
I do that a lot. I do memory quilts for people that have, you know, passed away, or, you know, their grandpa's out of their grandpa's shirts, or, you know, a loved one's shirts or clothes. And so it's so nice, you know, to have that. Or, you know, I've got a bin of my boys' clothes from when they were little, and that I've cut, and I'm going to make a quilt out of, you know, out of their things that they've worn. Because they go into a bin, you know, put them into storage, and, you know, and then they get forgotten, or they, you know, you don't see them very often. So this way it's on a bed, and they get to see it, and they get to remember and snuggle up. And so I like that kind of stuff.
I really like that. That's such a great gift too, especially for someone who has a family member who's recently gone, or even just like a pet too. Like you could take like the pet's bed and make it into something else that you can snuggle up with. And
exactly.
That's so sweet. I like that idea. This is really super fun. Clearly we have not planned enough time to spend with everybody today, because I'm supposed to be bouncing in a few minutes from this, and I don't want to, even though I love Liz and I want to make a project with her. I'm enjoying spending this time with Tara, and I don't want to go until I finish my project.
Okay. Well, do you want to? I could show you the grouting part of it.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and get that part started?
You know, you want to let your glue set for a little bit. And I want to show you something that, because I knew that we weren't going to have too much time, and I didn't want to get all of my, you know, my grout all mixed up and then it hardened because I got busy talking, or you got busy talking.
I have sewing circle syndrome. Yes.
So you can get ready-made grout, and it just comes in like a caulking tube. Hang on a second, sorry. Sorry, there we go. So it's ready-made. Sorry. It's unsanded caulking.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So I like to use this for projects like this, and I've started already. I'm so sorry, you guys. I can't really. Here. So you just literally just squeeze it in there, and you can get sanded.
Oh, that's a lot. Like if for people that aren't used to doing this kind of project, it's sort of
or they don't want to mix up a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah. That's a really smart thing to have. I know that, like, I know for like caulking projects and stuff, people can get super intimidated as well. You know, using a giant caulk gun and all of that, and just like mixing up grout and figuring it all out, and being able to work fast enough is such a like
thing. Yeah. So this is the bag of caulking or grout, excuse me, that you can get, and they have instructions on the side. So when you're making smaller projects, of course, this is for like the whole bag. And, you know, of course, you just want to like half it, or, you know, just do your best guess. And so it says to mix it for 3 to 5 minutes, let it sit for 5 minutes, and then mix it up again. And then, you know, and then you put it on, and then wait 10 to 30 minutes, and then you wipe it off. And one of my things is I always have 2 bins of water. I've got 2 bins of water, and I use one as a clean water and a dirty water. So I'll take my sponge out of the clean water, and then I'll wipe it, and then I'll go to the dirty water, rinse out my sponge, and then so I always have that clean bin of water. And sometimes you can even use 2 sponges if you want, and then just go forward with that. So
it's really smart to have that. And I always say, you know, today it really is all about women today here on DIYCon, because I have all women guests. I didn't intentionally do that, but it just ended up that way because I was asking, you know, some of my favorite DIYers to join me, and just ended up. And you know, when you're getting started with any kind of project, I always say, and you are not an experienced DIYer, it's like, think about how you plan for a trip. Like when you go on vacation with your family,
right?
You know that you have the list, and you have all the stuff that you could possibly ever need or want, and Band-Aids and the calamine lotion and blah, blah, blah. But plan your DIY like you would plan taking your family on a vacation, and you will be just like,
well, that wasn't so bad.
So well prepared.
Yeah, you know what I find? It's like, oh, I should have. Why didn't I do that sooner? Or, you know, gosh, what was I thinking? Why was I so intimidated? And I get it. You know, like, you know, when we went to Disney World, I was so overwhelmed with all the planning. I don't know if anybody else has gone to Disney World or Disneyland. You know, you got to. Oh my gosh, my head was about to explode. And so, but once you get there, you're like, oh, it's not so bad. And that's just like when I'm changing out like a light fixture or something. I'm like, you know, I've had it in my garage for, I don't know, a year. And I'm thinking, what took me that long to do it? Because it took me actually literally 5 minutes to change it out. Like, you know.
Yeah, it's the planning thing. It totally gets in the way of progress. Because you're like, oh, what if I do that? Then, oh, maybe do I know how to do that? Do I have the right thing? Should I use that instead? Right. Yeah. That whole self-talk thing, sometimes it's better just to get things going. And Liz, I see that you're trying to get in, and we're like running a few minutes behind. So if you can be patient, I would be so psyched about it. But I might have to do mine, finish this later. So I've got the whole project sorted. Like, look at my Buddha.
Fun.
Be cute.
Yeah, that's fun.
So I was just gonna like spread the grout on top of him. You have any special tips to get started?
No. No, just pour it on there, and then need more water.
I don't know. It might be too watery. We'll see. That looks pretty good. The directions on the little can here say to fill it up to the line, because this is if you're actually doing a major project. But if you're thinking about doing a backsplash or something in your house, or another kind, like you want to tile a tabletop for your outdoors or something, this is kind of an awesome little project to get started, because you get all the steps involved and you sort of know how much you'll need.
Right. Do you want to go down and see my Mosaic kitchen?
Oh yeah, take me there, and then we're gonna have to blab out because Liz is trying to join. I don't have a sponge with me or anything. Looky, looky, looky. Who is not prepared? I'm gonna get it creative here.
All right. I hope you guys like this. All right. Let's see. I want to turn it around, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Why can't I? Oh, there we go. Oh, I had it. There we go. So,
oh my God. Really? That is stunning. What is that?
Yeah. So this is my island. And I laid it all out on, a flat piece of board, and it was on my dining room table for a couple of weeks while I glued it, and then I grouted it while it was still flat, and then I mounted it on the front of our kitchen island. So
is this one of those late night projects where you're like Instagramming at 2 o'clock in the morning?
Oh, pretty much.
I love those. It always makes me happy. Because you're all the way, you're a couple of time zones away from me. And
right.
So I get up in the morning. Sometimes I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning here, and you've just gone to bed after you've done one of your all-nighters. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I'm up at 4 a.m. to do the same kind of thing.
Yeah, I think that was, we did that one time. I'm like, are you just going to bed too? Or are you just getting up?
Now I'm going to need to get a sponge, because I'm not having success with this fly-by-the-night sort of paper towel action, but sort of getting the gist of what I'm doing here. I will have to clean this up later. Tara Dara, it was so nice of you to stop by today and share tile mosaics with all of us.
Yes, well, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you guys follow on Instagram, Tara Dara Made It, and of course, it's always nice to see you.
Yeah, it is nice to see you. And we follow you on Twitter. So we tweet out everything that you're doing at Instagram and follow and everything. So we'll be posting pictures and stuff and links about all these projects on our website. So yeah, right. So I want to send us a picture of that one that you're working on so that we can include it, link to your blog about your mosaic too.
Awesome. We'll do.
Thank you.
See you guys.
Hugs and kisses. Thank you so much. I don't know where my mouse went. I might have tiled it in my Buddha project. Bye.